Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Abiodun. Good afternoon,
Good
Mr.
afternoon.
Israel. Good afternoon, Mr. Adekunle. Good afternoon, Blessing. Good afternoon, Oba. Good afternoon, Mr. George. Thank you so much for joining this virtual workshop. Thank you so much. So we are not going to do African time because we actually asked our guests to be here for 1 hour. So we are going to try our best to keep this within that 1 hour time frame. Good afternoon once again. You're all welcome to this virtual workshop, which is themed Utilizing IGO Assistant for your SMEs. My name is Edward Deborah, and I am your host for today. I work as the Communications and Events Manager for CEIP, and by extension, her initiatives, and I'll be sharing a bit of that with you today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedules to join this meeting or workshop rather. So I need you all to please do something for me. Could you write your names and then your SMEs that are represented here in the chat box, and then during the course of the day, it's easy for the guest speaker to call out names and also to make reference to your SME if that is needed. Thank you so much for that. So with me on the call today is our lovely guest, Tracy. I'll be introducing her in a bit. And also members of the CIP team who will be helping me out with the chat box and other things as needed. Again, I am saying thank you for joining this call, and I'll get right into the reason why we are here today. Suddenly, I'm wishing there's music in the background. I don't know, but then I think next time I'll make that happen. There should be music, like soft music playing somewhere to ease the mood for today. So very quickly, I'm going to let you know what CEIP is all about, and by extension, CBP. CEIP is an organization that is founded on 3 core aspects, which are program facilitation, advocacy, and of course, research. And CEIP actually has a mandate to ensure that circular economy is propagated across Nigeria and by extension Africa. So very recently we unveiled the CBP platform to our audience, and I'm going to be sharing with you what CBP is about. So CBP stands for Secular Business Platform. It is an independent organization that is designed to help with the development of secular businesses and investment activity in Lagos State. The platform was conceived through a lot of research and a lot of fact-finding from people as to be able to identify what the pain points are so we could adequately provide solutions to those areas. We are currently funded by the Netherlands Consulate in Lagos, and we're also financed by, of course, Netherlands Enterprises. Now, CBP is made possible by a lot of partner organizations. So we are not in this alone because we have different aspects that we'll be working with. So to make this a success, we have partners with the government agencies. We also have partners who work in policy. We have partners who are, big on research, and all this together makes CBP what it is. So there are 3 core aspects that CBP focuses on. The first one is secular community development. And for us, secular community development means that we are big on growth, we are big on deepening your knowledge, and we're also big on actually spreading the word about the benefits of secular economy, because we need each other to make a difference. We also have Secular Business Growth and Investment Forum, where we do more of the program facilitation. We help organizations who have questions that need answers come up with structures and initiatives that help them find those answers that they need. And then finally, we have the Secular Policy Dialogue. Anyone who is familiar with the Nigerian ecosystem knows that most of the time we have policies already in place, but then those policies might not be implemented as fast as we want them to. So what CBP does is we look at those policies and we try to, converse with those who are in charge so that those policies are speedily implemented. So to find out more about CBP, if you are interested in any of these arms, you have to stay till the end of the session where I will be sharing more. Whew. That was a lot in such a short time. So very quickly, I will be moving on to the next aspect where I will be introducing our guest for today. But before I do that, I want to say a quick welcome to everyone who joined the call during the course of my talk. You didn't really miss much. I was just laying down the foundation as to what CBP is. That's the Secular Business Platform and her offerings. So welcome Olushola, welcome Mr. Israel. Those are the names I can see currently on my screen. Welcome Mr. Michael. Welcome. I think those are the names I can see on my screen. Thank you so much for joining this workshop. Okay, so today, as I was saying, we have a wonderful person with us. And she is from a wonderful organization. I'm sure that you've seen her video being open already. So I have this question. Why is it that when we have virtual events or workshops, it's only the host and the guest that usually opens up the camera to be seen? Please feel free today, if you're on the call, to open up your cameras. Let's see your faces. We don't just want to see your names plastered and we want to get to know you. Who knows, we might meet you on the road someday and say, hey, we saw you at a virtual event. So thank you to those who will do this. And for those of you who might not, I have my eyes on you. Okay. So with me today is someone special, as I have mentioned a couple of times, and she is from the Green Industry Platform. And it might pose the question, what is the Green Industry Platform? Well, the Green Industry Platform is a subset of the Green Growth Knowledge Partnership. And what does this Green Growth Knowledge Partnership do? They are a global community of policy, business, and finance professionals and organizations who are committed to collaboratively generating, managing, and sharing knowledge on the transition to a green economy. And I think that that is one of the reasons that CBP has partnered with them on this workshop today, because if you watch closely, our core values, the things that we are pushing for, align on so many levels. Now, the GGPK, that is the Green Growth Knowledge Partnership, they actually have 3 arms. We seem to like everything in 3s. So they have the Green Policy Platform, they have the Green Industry Platform, and they have the Green Finance Platform. So if you want to find out more about them, you can visit their website, www.thegreenindustryplatform.org. Someone is going to drop the link in the chat box so that you could easily access all the links that I will be calling out today. So with me is Tracy, the one and only Tracy. And Tracy works at the Green Industry Platform, Green Growth Knowledge Partnership, to deploy the IGO initiative that is designed to upscale resource efficiency efforts of small scale or small and medium scale enterprises on a regional and country level. I don't used to like big English. So basically, IGO Assistant, which she will be sharing with us today, does something remarkable for SMEs. They make their life easy. That's what I can say. Now, Tracy has several years of experience in green economy, sustainable finance, and sustainable development industry. She has a track record of implementing sustainable projects with different stakeholders, with the government, with international organizations, with SMEs, with startups, and with NGO. And that is what makes her more than qualified to actually share with us today this delightful tool. She holds an MBA in international organizations from the University of Geneva, Switzerland, and also a master's degree in environmental management and science from the University of St. Joseph from Lebanon. So please, with a clapping ovation in the chat box, help me welcome Tracy today. Thank you so much, Tracy, for joining us at this workshop.
Thank you so much, Deborah, for this wonderful introduction. And thank you for explaining the Green Industry Platform in a simple way. I know that where I work in the United Nations and all these big organizations, we like many acronyms and many names and many. So, and thank you for the welcome on the chat. So yeah, my name is Tracy. I worked as the regional engagement coordinator for the Green Industry Platform. What that does mean, I will let you know what we do like in a second. So as you can see in my background, it's the first time, by the way, I use this background, that the Green Industry Platform is part of the Green Growth Knowledge Partnership, and which is led by five international organizations. So from UNIDO, World Bank, UN Environment Program, OECD, and GGGI. So I'm saying that because we are backed up by organizations, and our aim is to make knowledge available for SMEs, for industry sector SMEs, for financial institutions, and for policymakers. I will quickly start by sharing my screen. And okay, so I will. Okay, so what we do at the Green Industry Platform, we have initiated a IGO. So IGO aim to first to provide knowledge to SMEs and to provide tailored resource efficiency support services for businesses. So the aim is to connect with a large number of SMEs and supporting SMEs according to their needs. So during today's workshop, it will be very highly appreciated if you can, after the brief presentation, if you can share your needs, if you can share if this tool is applicable for your SME, and what would you like to see in the improvement of the phase 2 of the tool. So what is IGO? The first IGO has also 3 components because we like the number 3. So the first one is the SME Support Center. In the SME Support Center is a library for SMEs to get access to the training available, to the guidance, to the financing solution. I will go and show you directly. So if you go to the website greenindustryplatform.org, on the website you can access the IGO initiative that I will explain today, and you will access the SME Support Center. I will click on it. The SME Support Center will provide you all the guidance. For example, you want to have on energy or on resource efficiency strategy. You depends on your need. If you are you want to start, or you want to improve, or you want like to improve on a higher level. So let's say you wanting to improve. And here you will get all the available resources according to your needs. But here, like, it is a library. I will show you in a bit the tool, the IGO assistant, how you will get the tailored resources according to your needs. So you will answer questions and you will get the list of supporting services. So yeah, I will let you navigate the tool so you can select the energy, the water, the waste. Going back to my presentation. So this is the first pillar that you work on, is literally a library for guidance and support services for SME. The second one is the IGO assistant. The IGO assistant, I will show it to you, is a self-assessment tool where you can access, where first you can see your level in terms of resource efficiency, and then we will provide you with a list of guidance and a list of recommendations that you can implement in your SM. And the third pillar is the implementation manager tool. In the implementation manager tool, we will develop it in it will be like our next year program. It is to manage your audit data. So in the implementation manager tool, we will provide you what are the solution on a country level for your SME. And of course, we cannot do this by our own. For this reason, we have our IGO network. And thank you, Circular Lagos, also like they are part of our network. And we need the SME stakeholder that they will deploy the IGO assistant to their SMEs, and they will also bring all the information available on a country level to promote it on our website. So now I will walk you through the tool, the IGO assistant. So in case you are in case you are in front of your laptop and you would like to navigate it together, so please, I will go to the igosolution.org. Then, sorry, just 1 minute. So you go to the igosolution.org and you can access freely the tool. It's a free tool. There is no need to subscribe to get access to it. So the tool first is available in different languages. So for this session, we will keep it in English. You click here to start. So the tool doesn't ask you any confidential questions. So it's all you need to fill your location, your business sector, and your company size. So let's say Nigeria. Your business sector, we will say it's manufacturing sector. Your company size, let's say you are a small to medium enterprise, 11 to 50. And then you click next. First, you will have questions about your resource efficiency strategy. So it's about the overall of your resource efficiency status in your company. And then you will have specific questions according to your different actions. We identify in the resource efficiency, there are 5 different actions: energy, water, materials, sustainable chemical, and waste. So the first question is about if your company's top management made a formal commitment to improve resource efficiency on a high level, on a strategy level. And like 99% of the small, medium enterprises, the top management is like the owner or is you, that you, the founder of the SME. And also, just I would like to add that in each of this section, there are up to 4 different questions. And according to your level, you will answer questions. So more you are advanced, more you will have questions to answer, and it will take more time to answer the questionnaire. Frankly, if you are very advanced in resource efficiency, you will have maximum, it will take you maximum around 20 minutes to fill it out. So it's a very simple and basic tool that we tailor it for SMEs. So let's start with the first question about resource efficiency strategy. So if you have implemented a resource efficiency strategy, you will click yes. Then if you have done a in-depth assessment, let's say that I did not, it's no. And then it will direct me to the second question. So the same applies for all the 6 the 6 different actions. Now, in interest of time, so I did it before, and I will show. We will go directly to the graph. So after filling out all the 6 questions, all the 6 actions point, you will receive this graph. This graph will show you the level of resource efficiency status in each of this section. So you can see your score, and then you can compare it to other users that they use this tool. So you can see your score and you can see the average score. So as you can see here, you can whether validate your results or return to self-assessment. So in case you are not sure about your result, you can go and change your answer. Why we made this? Because we want to first to see what your results look like. And if you have a doubt or you want to return to the self-assessment, you can do it. But after you validate your results, you cannot go back. Let's validate the result. So here in the result, first, you will get access to the to the graph, and you can compare your score to different sector, different country, and different size. And then you will receive an overview of your status of your results for all the different actions for its efficiency, energy, water, material, sustainable chemical, and waste. In each of these like action points, let's say I will click now on energy, you will have a list of recommendations that you can follow, then a key steps, what to do in order to improve your resource efficiency strategy. In this case, it's your energy strategy. And here you will have a list of support services that will help you to improve your resource efficiency strategy. So, for example, you will have different guidance, different tools, different training, and different financing solutions. Unfortunately, I have to mention this, that we didn't find a lot of training available in Nigeria for resource efficiency. So now we are in the process that you are looking for more training, but in the meantime we we offer here training from South Africa. But please, in case you know any training happening in Nigeria for resource efficiency, please let us know so we can add it to the tool. And the same is applicable for all the other sections. You can also download the report, so to save it, and you can create an account. So why we recommend you to create an account? You can use it free of charge. It will always be free of charge, but you can create an account or not. We recommend you to create an account for two main reasons. First, you can save your results and then go back and compare what you have done and see your progress. Two, we can contact you and provide you with the available supporting services that they are new in your country or a new opportunity that we will find it interesting for your organization. So that's it, the tool. I will stop sharing my screen for now. So before we open the floor, first I would like to share a poll to see if you I would like to hear your feedback on the tool. I will. Okay, so now if you can answer the two questions on the poll. The first one, if you have found the tool user friendly, and the second question, which support service would be most helpful to your SME.
Okay. So well done, Tracy. Well done on your presentation so far. Thank you, guys. So, okay, some people are already submitting their polls.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So I was also thinking something in the course of the presentation. So Tracy would actually want to know from her explanation of the tool, how user-friendly do you think it is? And then hopefully immediately after, okay, not necessarily immediately, but then after this conversation, after this workshop, we want you to actually try the tool and then give us your feedback as to how user-friendly it was while you were using it. So that's two things. While she has explained it, how did you find it? Was it friendly? Was it simple enough? And then when you eventually try it out, we are open to hearing from you what you feel was missing. Was it easy to use? Did you hit some brick walls as well? I just thought that I should add that here. I'm handing over to you, Tracy, so they know that we are with them all through.
Yes, thank you so much for mentioning this, Deborah. So also you can, yeah, it will be much appreciated if you can share with us your feedback, because now, frankly, we are in the pilot phase, so we are still trying and learning with the tool. So more you will send us your feedback, more we can customize it according to your need and we can improve it. And also at the end, when you register, there is an email. So please don't hesitate to send us your feedback or any suggestion, or to send it through Deborah. So okay, so I think everyone has submitted the poll. I will end the poll now. Okay, so according to the poll, it is user-friendly for the majority, and for some, somewhat friendly for the other. And your most interesting part is technical guide and case study and financial support. So thank you so much for submitting the poll. So now yeah, do you have any question? Would you like to share any idea?
Okay. So hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being patient with us all through. Thank you so much, Tracy, for your presentation. I like that it was concise and it wasn't so much information all at once. Thank you so much. So the floor is open. We have SME owners here in the house. And I think I also mentioned that we should help with our names and our organizations in the chat. So I want to quickly look at my chat and find out. Okay, so let me go. Someone sent, okay. Let me go check those who have dropped. So if you've not dropped your name and your organization, kindly do so that we could call on you if necessary to ask questions. Okay, so we have Mr. Israel. Mr. Israel, thank you so much. Yes, it's a privilege to have you here. I don't know, what did you think of the tool? I see that you work in the e-waste recycling space. And I know that in Nigeria, you know, e-waste recycling is not, everybody doesn't really know much about it. If I have a smartphone now and it goes bad, sometimes I will keep it in my room for a period of time. And I might not necessarily think of recycling. So I don't know, what did you think about the tool? Is it something your organization might want to utilize? Is it something that you feel that even those that are starting up, because that's something I have realized from conversations with people in this space, a lot of people did not have guidance that they needed when they were starting up their businesses, when they were starting up into this circular economy space, and it's relatively new still. So I don't know what you think from what you've seen so far. Is it something that you feel that, yes, you would, sorry for putting you on the spot like this. I'm waiting for other people to introduce themselves as well. So Mr. Israel, if you can talk, Over to you, sir.
All right. Thanks, Deborah. And thank you, Tracy, for a very wonderful and informative presentation. As for me, I think the tool is quite interesting and it's one we would be looking at. I've not really had the chance to look at the website properly and take a look at the tool, but I think it's something that we would definitely be making use of. And especially for our partners, Quadloop, I think it is something that we would implement going forward.
Thank you so much, Israel. Please, can you let me know what is your organization and the sector of your organization?
Okay, it's Inkley e-waste recycling. We are an electronic waste recycling company. We collect, sort, and dismantle electronic wastes such as televisions, monitors, desktops, laptops, smartphones,
That program I no go today.
Everything with an electric circuit. We work with getting them to downstream recycling. That is all materials that reach their end of life. All electronics that reach their end of life, we dismantle and destroy them to the last point. So I've always said that we are sort of like the middleman, in the sense that when an equipment reaches its end of life, we collect them, sort, and dismantle. Then what we've sorted, that is the fractions that we have left, we then take them to further downstream processing. So we are sort of the middleman, and in some cases, we are the last man. So that is what we do at Inkley.
Very interesting. And I'm asking just how big is your organization? So how many employees in the organization? Like roughly just.
Well, across Nigeria, we have about 100 employees.
Oh, wow.
Across
Okay.
Nigeria. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, it would be great if you can use the tool and let us know like what we can improve if you will find your if you will find the answer to all your questions that you have, how to recycle, how the training, how to improve your waste strategy. Please let us know, and if you didn't find the tool, also let us know so we can find it for you anyway. And also, I think that there is like this SciChem project with the Jeff in Nigeria about e-waste. I don't know if you heard about it. It was launched in 2019.
So I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it is for Israel. It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
No
Thank you so
problem.
much, Israel, for sharing your contact.
Yeah, sorry, I was just caught doing something. Yeah, the Jeff
No
today,
worries.
we are largely involved.
Oh,
We
okay.
are the recycler involved with the Jeff product.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Israel. And so we have someone who has a question. I think you can actually unmute yourself and speak. Paru from Shija Echo Solutions. I hope I got all the pronunciations right. You have a question. I think you can actually unmute and ask the question, and then Tracy can give you some feedback. Or would you rather I read the question for you? Is he still on the call, please? Or she? Oh, okay, I don't think the person is on the call. But then the person wanted to know how, so I want to ask, how do you support small businesses who are trying to use eco-friendly materials to produce end products? How do you support small businesses who are trying to use eco-friendly materials to produce end products? I think that would be born out of the fact that a lot of times, most of the products that a lot of people want to use here, they find they have to import from outside the country, or sometimes they find it at very, very extra prices. And so they have to find a way around it. So he's asking, or she's asking, like, is there anything in your organization or with your tool that addresses such a need?
Okay, so in our tool, mainly we are providing what is available and how to improve the resource efficiency on any company level. However, for if they are already a green company, and they don't know how to get access to funding, I'm sure that on a country level, there are a lot of accelerator, a lot of funding opportunities. Even the banking sector now in Nigeria, they offer 10% for the SMEs. So it's good to look on the financing opportunity. Plus, if you are part of a value chain, this is a pilot project that we developed in different countries. That the value is, so first the SME will have a competitive advantage if they shift towards green products. And in other countries, for example, if you are part of a value chain, international value chain, also let us know, because one of the pilot projects that now we are running, so it's a multinational that they require for their suppliers, their small SMEs, to move to shift towards resource efficiency. So we work with a bank, with the multinational, and with a small SME. So the banking sector will finance the SME, will finance the resource efficiency plan, and it will be backed up by the big organizations. So this project, hopefully that it will be successful and we'll be able to replicate it in different countries. But if you are part of a value chain, please get us in touch, so also we can work with the multinational on this.
Okay. Thank you so much for that wonderful response, Tracy. I don't know if he's on the call, but then definitely the recordings will be available, so he can also check back to hear your response. Mr. Olaide, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining the call. You are from Ideal Quality Networks. I don't know if you have any questions that you want to ask. You can unmute yourself and ask that question. Yeah. So there's someone I actually want to give us a bit about what the person does, and that's Mr. Abiodun Matthew Coboyd. So you have the floor to actually introduce yourself, your business, the size of your SME, and whether you found the tool during her presentation something that you might like to look at and also recommend for other people to look at. Mr. Abiodun, are you still on the call with us?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay, here at Coboyd, we use solid waste to make 3D tiles, decor elements, paving stones, and we also make cement. That is a binder as a green alternative to the regular ordinary Portland cement that is used in the construction industry. We use solid waste to make this. My question, I really appreciate the application, and of course, looking forward to see how it works. But my question one would be, does the application support collaborations either within Nigeria or across border? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. So when you use the application alone, it will provide you, for example, where there is a network for SMEs in different countries. And through the IGO network, through the business supporting organizations. So we build a network, and this network will help to foster exchange between different countries. So it will, the exchange will be through the SME supporting organization. And thank you so much for your questions, because I wanted to share another website that we recently developed. it can also help you to increase the exchange with different countries and different regions. Just allow me to share my screen. I can, yes, I can. So also in the Green Industry platform, we have created, sorry. The Green Forum. So the Green Forum is literally a LinkedIn for people working in sustainability, in finance and industry and in policy. So first, so you have to log in to create an account, to create a profile, and then, or you can post on like publicly, or you can join groups or discussion. For example, there are a lot of discussions around circular economy, around city and urban development, energy. I think there is something about e-waste also here. So I would like, I would recommend you like to join the discussion, and perhaps you will find a new opportunity. Also, there is the group of IGO community space. So this group is mainly for the SME supporting organizations and SMEs that they would like to share their knowledge and share their expertise. So it's a way for you to connect with other people from different backgrounds, different countries, and you can maybe find business opportunities on it. So this is the IGO assistant, the IGO community space, but also you can join discussions also. I will stop sharing my screen and I will share the link in the chat.
Yeah. So I've already shared the link in the chat. Sorry.
You shared the Green Forum. Perfect. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for that. So, Mr. Olaide, I hope that answered your question, Mr. Biodu. Mr. Olaide, so sorry, I called you another person at the same time.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, okay. So, Mr. Olaide, over to you. Please introduce yourself, and then you can go ahead and ask the question that you have.
Okay, thank you, Deborah. Well done, Tracy, for the presentation. Though I come in quite late, and I'm sorry for that. And but the little that I met, I look forward to further engagement and see what we can do together. But then I'm Olaide Olawu from Ilorin, Nigeria, Middle North Central. Yeah, and my organization is ID Quality Networks. Primarily, we do advocacy on climate change, and we've done quite a number of collaboration as regards doing climate change module in schools and partners with World Largest Lesson Day Initiative, Solstice Fiber, and quite a number of organizations. So going forward, some of the activities we do is to see after we do the classroom teaching, some of the advocacy, please, I'm on call. Some of the advocacy we also do is we mop up waste, plastic, and what have you, and we have quite a number of partners in the value chain that we share those waste with. So those are the activities we do. So I will take time to look at the presentation afterward, and then possibly some of the link to access it, apart from the one that have been shared now. Then we can have a further discussion. Thank you.
Thank you so much thank you so much for your comment. Yeah, definitely, we are looking forward to receive your feedback, and please let us know if you will find the tool useful for your needs, and if you need any further additional information that you can provide.
Okay. So thank you so much. I see there's someone that has been trying to connect to audio for quite a while, Mr. Babatunde. I don't know if you actually be able to join us before we round up, because we're gradually rounding up this session. Mr. Sulu, we've not heard from you. Would you want to say something, or do I proceed? And then, yes, Miriam, I've not forgotten you, ma'am. I will call on you shortly. So, Mr. Sulu, I think you're unmuted.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone.
Yes. Good afternoon.
This opportunity, Deborah and CIP, and also to Tracy. Thanks for this session. It was quite engaging. So for me, I think it's interesting to know that we have tools that practitioners can work with. Because for me, it's all about transferring and expanding the reach. Because I believe that this kind of program cannot be organized because Nigeria is big, and if you look at it, probably 2 or 3 states are currently being represented in this session. So maybe what I will ask is the company looking at democratizing this, making this too accessible for other organizations and individuals to use it to also expand the reach of their coverage. I mean, people can train other people, can expose other businesses, can expose other community to this kind of tool. That would be my question, if that's clear.
I'm very sorry, but can you please repeat your question? Because I have a background noise, so sorry for that.
So in short, what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
what you just did now, in this training now, we really have about maybe 2 or 3 states. We know we have 40 states in Nigeria, yeah, and that's just Nigeria. What about other African countries? So I'm saying that with this kind of tool, that for me, attending this session is a relief that yes, the industry, the green space, the circular economy space, we're now having tools by which you can use to help businesses. Because I don't believe this tool is solely for the waste management or the green business alone. I mean, it should be useful for businesses that are trying to transition from linear to a circular one to a green one, right? So I want to know, is your organization do you have it part of your consideration to have individuals or businesses to be able to understand these tools and use it to reach out to other communities of businesses, other businesses? Also, I don't know if you get the question.
Yes. Thank you so much for the question, and thank you for repeating it. Yes, indeed, you raised a very valid point that now, frankly, by being here, I'm based in Geneva, Switzerland. We are not even targeting the SME that you want. So we are very, very far to target the real SME that they need this tool for the change. And that is why it's very, very important for us to build this SME stakeholders network. So the SME stakeholders network are all organizations in different countries that they are supporting SMEs. It can be NGOs, it can be business associations, and it can be business supporting organizations or others. And now we are building this network in many different countries. We have in Africa, so we launched this in Africa, in Latin America, and in Eastern Europe. In Africa, we are mainly working in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Kenya, and Uganda, and Zimbabwe. So those are our focus for now. And bit by bit, we will work in other countries. So in these countries, we are not directly working with SMEs. We are working with the supporting organizations. For example, in Nigeria, thank you so much for organizing this workshop, Deborah. So we are working with this organization that they will promote the tool, whether it is kind of a workshop or, for example, in South Africa, the IGO assistant is part of a training on resource efficiency. It is like the first preliminary training on a course, Introduction to Resource Efficiency. And this way, a company is a company that they have no clue about circular economy or green businesses, they can understand and they can see that there are a lot of opportunities for them to improve their business. I hope that I answered your question.
Yes, you did, but it's more of like an overview. So for someone like me, my keen interest is you mentioned SME stakeholder network. So
Yeah.
so is there like a pathway for one to be able to access that, or is it that one will have to work with the supporting organization in Nigeria for further how will I call it, education integration
Yeah.
into.
Yes, if you want to use the tool for educational purpose in your work, definitely we recommend you to use it. And even if you need our support to help you in promoting it or like to walk you through the tool in more details, yeah, we would love to do it. So please like just send an email and we can get in touch on this. If you want to promote it, for example, for other region in Nigeria or in your network.
That's it. You're getting my points now. Yeah, great.
Yeah,
So
okay.
also what's the email to send for that? Because for me, it's all about. So when we're talking about transition, we can't. Okay. So I think. Sorry, I believe I'm taking time.
No.
Okay. Okay, so sorry about that. So I wanted to, because I feel that this is a very interesting conversation. So this is what I'm thinking, Mr. Sulu. You have a very wonderful idea. And I think what I've gathered is you're kind of like asking that, say you as an individual want to introduce this tool to maybe a community. You're not affiliated with any organization or training or something like that. But then you as an individual are passionate about, secular businesses. You want to see business transition. This is what I'm getting, that can you introduce this tool to others? And I think Tracy is saying that yes, you can, because it's actually a free resource that is open to everyone. And they don't want to do it alone. So they don't want to bear it's not easy for you to be creating the manpower all over the place. So you can actually come on board. I don't know if there's anything set up like that for now, but then you can actually come up on board and say, okay, I want to be one of the stakeholders in this project, and I have taken it upon myself to go introduce this thing to you. Give yourself a target, 150 businesses across Nigeria. I'm telling you, no organization will not be happy with that type of, resource. With that kind of initiative. And then probably you create a proposal and you pitch to them, because most organizations are willing to hear you out and willing to give you the kind of support that you need. It's not always financial. Let's say the truth. It's not always financial. But then when they see the results that you are bringing to the table, then other talks can happen. I hope that this has answered your question, Mr. Sulu, or has given you an idea of how to go about this question that you are asking, because that's what I picked from it. And I promised 2 other people that I'm going to call them. So I can't have you colonize the entire conversation, please. But I hope that this was able to share for you. Okay, thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Mr. Sulu. So Miriam, I don't know if you're still on the call. We'll just have Miriam and Mr. Babatunde, and then we'll wrap up for today. This has been an interesting session, if I may say so myself. I hope it has been for you. So Miriam, are you still on the call? You could introduce yourself and ask any question that you might have. And if it's within our time frame, we can actually, take it up. Tracy has dropped the contact details, so you could actually email them directly with any further questions that you have, and they will be sure to send you a response promptly. Yes. So Miriam, do you want to say something? Okay, so I don't think Miriam is here. Mr. Babatunde, are you still on the call?
Hello, I'm still on the call. Well done, and thanks for the good work.
Okay. Do you want would you like to say something briefly?
No.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I don't know if there's any other questions, anything else from anyone.
I think someone is on mute.
Okay, someone is unmuted.
So just
Okay, Mr. Sulu.
I know my name is
Oh,
No, I think it's
okay. Miriam, I see you unmuted. Do you want to say?
I think, Deborah, you lost your connection.
Satisfy the curiosity to this point, because it's actually, I cannot so I'm seeing so many useful bits of the tool that might not be what it was intended for, but then can be born out of it. And I will not hesitate to share with you directly. So let me use this medium to say thank you to everyone who has joined the workshop so far. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Tracy, for being with us for this. Like everyone has rightly said, it's quite interesting. Of course, the intention is also to reach more and more SMEs so that they are aware of this thing. And I think that what we just did is we just took the first step. So this is our own way of exposing it to SMEs. And I'm sure that other SMEs would also want to do the same as soon as they've tried the tool out. So I mentioned before that I was going to say something about CBP. So I'm going to say one final thing or a few final things about CBP. So CBP, like I said, has 3 arms. We have the secular community development arm. And I think we have two things in mind for that arm. We have the SNAP survey, and then we also have the True Leadership training series. So Tracy had mentioned something about how in Nigeria, and I picked that there are very few trainings. The call and hearing this, but I feel that that's opportunity.
Sure.
Maybe to collaborate and create trainings that. So that is one of the things that CIP is doing, CBP, right? True Leadership Training Series, and more will be communicated on this. We're collaborating with the LBS, Lagos Business School, I think, yeah. So more will be shared on that. And then we have the SNAP surveys. So SNAP survey, oh wow. Oh, so sorry about that. It's raining. Sorry. Oh boy. So I'm very sorry. It has been raining heavily over here. And I think that actually just blew out the lights. Apologies for that. Okay, so as I was saying, SNAP surveys is also an avenue where we collect data from organizations. So if you are an organization and then you want to be a part of SNAP survey, you can reach out to us. You can reach us to us on our social media platforms on LinkedIn, and then we'll get in touch with you and tell you how more that you could be a part of it. Then of course we have program facilitations, Loop Lab that was just rounded up. We have white space projects. We're trying to venture into spaces that are not, that have not been fully looked into. So we have areas like textile. A lot of times it's only plastic we hear in Nigeria. That's why I was really happy when we had people, talking about e-waste on the call, talking about creating cement on the call. It's bigger than what we think. It's bigger than just one framework. It's bigger than one space. So we want to venture into those areas and really, create solutions in those spaces. And of course, policy assessments. So if you've heard of policies and you're like, oh, this policy, that policy, why isn't something being done? And you're looking at it that it's something that you might be interested in, you could reach out to us and then we could find ways to collaborate. Once again, thank you so much, Tracy, for the awesome presentation today. Thank you so much, everyone. Of course, thank you, CIP, thank you, Secular Lagos, and thank you, CBP, for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Deborah, for having me during this call. I hope it was useful and it's useful for you, this tool. And please don't hesitate to reach out. And I'm looking forward to receive your feedback. Thank you so much, Deborah.
Thank you so much, Tracy. And I think with that, we've come to the end of the call today, 3 p.m. Yay.
On time.
Thank you so much, everyone. Yes, yes, we strive for that. Thank you so much, everyone, once again. Thank you to the team for putting this together. Yes, thank you. Do have an amazing day, everyone.
Same here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you too.